Here's the thing, DB. That's actually just totally incorrect. The slaves that were granted to Israel were stolen from other nations, either by force, destroying all of the husbands and stealing the wives and children, or through peace, in which another government could submit and still become slaves to the Israelites by force. Deuteronomy chapter 20, starting in verse 10, says, "When you draw near to a city to fight against it, offer terms of peace to it. And if it responds to you peaceably and it opens to you, then all the people who are found in it shall do forced labor for you and shall serve you. But if it makes no peace with you, but makes war against you, then you shall besiege it. And when the Lord your God gives it into your hand, you shall put all its males to the sword. But the women and the little ones, the livestock and everything else in the city, all its spoil, you shall take as plunder for yourselves, and you shall enjoy the spoil of your enemies, which the Lord your God has given you. Thus you shall do to all the cities that are very far from you, which are not cities of the nations here." So let me just double check real quick. If they're willing is not there. Kind of makes sense, right? Because I'm not sure which country would be willing to let all their males be slaughtered and all of their wives and daughters handed off as plunder and spoil for the Israelites to enjoy. And that's just the biblical take. If you look at slavery in its broader context, especially slavery as it pertains to American history, you'll see that the way slaves were obtained were through battle and warfare and stealing. They were prisoners. They were not willing to go become slaves in another country. They were captured, defeated, and sold off. The bigger question and the bigger point is, why are people trying to soften the clear and obvious truth of what biblical history, according to the Bible, shows? Why are people actually trying to define slavery in any form, but especially the forms that are instituted in the Bible? Second to last, who told you that these slaves were willing? That I just would love to find that out. And then last, do you have any empathy for anyone outside of your own little cultural circle, or no? Just curious.